Channel 3 is your back-to-school authority. Every weekday, we're checking in with a different superintendent as we get closer to the start of school. So today, we are checking in with the Montville School District, and Superintendent Laurie Pallin is joining us here. Thank you so much for taking some time to chat with us and go over a few things. Hope you're having a great start to your day.
Good morning. Thank you for having me here. I look forward to talking to you.
Yeah, we look forward to chatting with you as well. So first of all, I'm sure that people are very excited to head back to the classroom. What day are you welcoming students back to class?
Our students are coming back on August 30th, and we are extremely excited to welcome them back. We've been working hard to make plans for them.
Yeah, I can imagine, and I'm sure, especially after the last year and a half, that even the kids who might not necessarily be excited to go back to school are excited to be back in person. Are you offering any remote learning options for families this year, or is everybody back to school?
Everyone's back 5 days a week. The only remote learning options would be if we need to quarantine or isolate for cases of COVID-19.
Awesome. And then you kind of transitioned for us really naturally. So I know a lot of protocols are still in place. Things are very fluid right now. We had that mask mandate come down from the governor, but what are you doing in Montville to make sure that not just the students, but your faculty and staff are also staying safe?
We were very successful last year, and so we intend to start the year fairly similar to the way we ended the year last year. There will still be some distancing. Obviously, everyone will be wearing masks, and we'll be very careful and vigilant around our contact tracing.
Fantastic. So, we were talking about this just a second ago, but you've got a lot of great stuff going on with different programs. Can you kind of run us through some of those things that you're looking forward to?
Sure. Well, we're looking forward to the most getting everyone back, but our focuses this year are building relationships within our community, providing a psychological safety for our students, and ensuring deep learning personalized to meet students' needs. We've done a lot of listening and hearing of our Montville Public School community, and we've heard really clearly in surveys, students, parents, and staff, that our students' social and emotional well-being is at the forefront of their concerns. So we're really working to address student, staff, and family wellness to ensure every student experiences a sense of belonging here in school, and then to provide the supports to ensure all students believe they can learn and celebrate their growth and success in their academic work.
I mean, it all sounds fantastic. Are there anything within those kinds of constructs to make sure that their mental and emotional well-being? How do you go about doing those types of things?
Absolutely. We're promoting student wellness in a number of ways. We're really happy to be able to add a 5th social worker this year. That's been something that's been a goal of our district for several years, and we have that ability now to link between students and their families to ensure their mental health and well-being. We are putting the ruler program in the last 2 schools. We've been implementing that again over time, and that will be for staff and students working on regulating and expressing emotions. We have a bi-monthly consultant coming into the building so that if teachers have students they're concerned about, they can ask that consultant to help them better address those students' needs. And then we're also really working on fostering that sense of belonging, trying to really create a sense of community where all students are heard, all students feel valued, all cultures are valued, and fostering an equitable environment for our students. And we're hoping in that to also bring families back into schools. Our families have told us they want to be part of our programs, come in evenings, have activities, events for them. So we plan to do that as well.
That sounds fantastic. So you had just mentioned that as well, because a lot of these ideas and platforms kind of sparked because of surveys that went home. So having that dialogue between the students, their families, caretakers, probably staff and administrators as well, it seems like it's pretty vital in making sure that things in the school district are running smoothly.
It has been extremely important to us. We surveyed last year 3 times, and the end of year survey especially gives a lot of information about how we want to move forward. One thing we heard from our students is that their success in the classroom plays a really large role in their sense of self-worth, their evolving view of themselves as learners. And so we've also put a lot of things in place to ensure that they're successful and they feel that success this year.
Wonderful. Okay, so is there any, I know lots of different technology has kind of come about, especially because of the pandemic, or are kids taking some of that technology that they might have used at home and bringing it back into the classroom this year?
Oh, certainly. And one thing we've added for teachers is a technology coach so that we bring those, everyone is one-to-one. That was one of the nice byproducts of the pandemic. So we bring those devices back into the classroom and really leverage those to personalize learning. So we can group students, teachers can provide just-in-time interventions for students as they need them. And they've got a wealth of programs on the devices. One thing we learned in the pandemic is our students use their devices really well. We couldn't believe how 5-year-olds did on iPads. So we absolutely want to leverage that learning as we come back into the classroom. But we also want to really build that classroom community back and work on engagement, things that foster deep learning. We've got opportunities for field work, for internships, for standards-based personal interest projects. For at our middle school, every student will participate in an enrichment activity, and those are intended to engage them in their learning, things like art for self-expression, interpreting song lyrics, logic puzzles, gaming. So we want to really promote learning, fill in learning gaps, but make it fun and engaging as well.
Oh, that sounds fantastic. And then just really very briefly, Laurie, for families or those caretakers at home who have questions, is the website the best place for them to go?
Their website or their schools, each building has a building principal that's reaching out to families around all the COVID protocols and students' placement in classrooms. Any questions, any of us will answer. Communication with our community is really important to us.
Wonderful. Laurie, thank you so much for taking some time to speak with us here today. We wish you the best of luck this coming school year. Hope everybody is safe and happy and healthy. And for more back to school coverage, make sure that you are staying up to date on the Channel 3 app.
Thank you so much. We really look forward to working as a collaborative community to support one another as learners and as thriving community members. And I appreciate sharing some of our work with you.
Yeah, thanks so much, Laurie.